Hey guys, David Cantrell, American Family Funding with a quick recap of some financial and housing news. So right off the top, the minutes from last month's Fed meeting basically didn't show anything in particular. It was, we're right in line with what everybody was thinking, which is the Fed has started talking about possibly tapering some of their purchases on the mortgage-backed securities, which would affect rates a teeny bit, but again, not anytime soon. Strong data for jobs. Non-farm payrolls increased 850,000 for the last month, which is leading the recovery that we're seeing, mostly still in that hospitality sector. You know, the restaurants, the bars, the grocery stores, the movie theaters, those types of things, hotels, airlines, things like that. That's really where we're seeing the most improvement, because those were the ones that were laid off for those. But something we still have to think about, because the economy is driven by jobs. If we have a lot of people working, the economy is going to do better, interest rates are going to go up. If not a lot of people are working, the economy is going to suffer, interest rates are going to go down, and that's kind of where we are, because there's still 14.2 million people receiving some form of unemployment benefits, between the regular unemployment, but then also we still have that pandemic unemployment receiving benefits from that area as well. So still a lot of people not working. We are seeing, again, definitely going in the right direction, but not enough for the Fed to really look at raising interest rates to handle that inflation that everybody was talking about a couple months ago. In the housing area, this is not a surprise because of the prices of homes, but in a Fannie Mae survey, 64% of people responded that it's a bad time to buy a house, whereas 77% said it's a good time to sell a house. Well, obviously, because we're in a seller's market right now. And this goes back to what we've been talking about before, which is very low inventory. So what will happen though, and we kind of are starting to see it happen right now, is as buyers start saying prices are too high, at some point those sellers are going to have to come down to meet that demand. Because remember, it's still always supply and demand, and if that demand drops down a little bit, that supply is going to have to come down to meet it. Again, nothing dramatic, no big moves, but we are seeing a little tick in that. Prices aren't skyrocketing as much as they were before, they're just going up at a slower pace, which is ultimately going to be good for buyers. And then, again, adding to this also is that, there's still widespread shortages in materials, and lumber and steel and copper and all that kind of stuff. It's just hard to get, and that's causing prices to be higher as well. So, all of this still says we're heading in the right direction, still kind of, slowly, but going in a good direction. So until next week, make sure you stay safe out there.